Hey, what is up everyone, this is Supermask, welcome back to more L.A Noire, Phoenix for 360. Okay.
Campaign in Washington, Mrs. Truman and her daughter Margaret take part in the ceremonies at the Capitol by dropping theirs and the President's time in the Missouri Bottle. Mrs. Truman later made an appeal for contributions with the Infantile Paralysis Fund drive to replace $7.5 million.
Any century unit, 211 in progress, 522
Damn, cars.
Street, unit to handle code 3 identified.
Learn to listen to a siren.
Was once a polio victim, but now she's the pin-up girl for the current campaign, seeking to raise $25 million. Little Miss Rory of and her 6'8" escort gave it down. At Radio City, thousands watched the ceremony, where they see 49 war hero homing pigeons, which symbolize the 48 states and the District of Columbia taking part in the prize. The keys to the city from Mayor O'Dwyer and Gordon Nancy. Give to the March of Dimes.
KCI is a member of the American Century Broadcasting Network.
You know, there are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
Sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for
Smart
a play.
mouth son of a bitch!
Oh,
You sorry sack. That's nothing, Cole. We're gonna have to pacify these sacks.
I'm gonna bust you right.
stay down.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
Jeez. I don't know what's worse, burning down a house full of families. I meant to say burning down a house full of family, or burning down a bunch of houses. I would say about a whole road of houses. Okay, so what am I looking for? Carry and be told to look for brake. I don't know what house it is. And unfortunately, it won't let me show the clues. So it's not this house, it has to be this house then.
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
Oh.
If we're paying a visit to Elysian and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
Well, we're going to be screwed because we're heading over to Elysian Fields.
This is KTI Radio with this public service announcement. Juvenile delinquency is an ever-growing problem.
Yahoo!
Unit in the vicinity, a citizen reports a 459. They're now at 38 North Catalina. Unit AL, code 2 identified.
Jeez. Ah! God damn it.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe. Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
I actually find that funny, actually.
May I help you, gentlemen?
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office. You like a cigar? Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs.
I would like a drink, not a
We're
cigar.
investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecue, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising. Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police are part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund? Do you want to accuse them of murder as well?
You've made off.
Huckster, what's that? Elysian Fields out with him and we're discussing his developments, so advertising campaign. Okay. Nope. Wait, what did I pick?
To buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Okay.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, Detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
What's Elysian Fields' involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulation.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
You're lying, Monroe. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys. Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think that they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them? The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills, you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
Glad to be of help, officers.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Must be one downstairs. Bingo.
Your boss is a fine man.
I swear I keep getting interrupted today.
Remember when Mickey and his boys were shooting up the whole town last week? I heard that cop there was the only one who fought back.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective. I'm sorry, Detective.
Not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thanks, ma'am.
Well, I love the chase
Blue Room.
till the minute I win it. A beautiful face till there's love for me in it. Give me your heart and baby I'll bill it. 'Cause I always kill the things I love.
Roy.
Some
Buy me a drink, Cole?
No.
Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that? You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to
It's something quite other.
it. She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save
about...
the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you.
Will turn to surprise as you feel the pain.
Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company.
I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
Are you sure we're going to punch him in the face soon?
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
KGPL calling.
Okay, that's it for this episode of L.A Noire. If you liked the video, remember to like, comment, subscribe for more videos and for more L.A Noire. And until then, see you later.